Hey YouTube, welcome back to the Valera Boys. Today we are reviewing a really cool card game called Lotus, published by Renegade Games. In Lotus, you are collecting flower petals in order to complete flowers on your table. Either you want to have control of the flower by having the more of your cards in the flower, or you want to complete the flower and then you'll gain points that way. We'll explain more as we describe the game. But Lucas, what do you think about Lotus?
Well, it's a really cool, card handout game where you get cards and then you just try to place them down and to make a whole flower, and then you gain points for how many flower petals there are in a flower.
Okay, so we're going to jump to the explanation, and we'll play a little bit, and then after the explanation, we'll give our final thoughts. We'll be back in a few. Alright, so here's Lotus. To begin the game, everyone picks a color deck. I picked blue.
I picked red.
His favorite color.
The mascots are the dragonflies for blue and the ladybugs for red.
So each color has a certain color. So we have, like Lucas said, dragonflies for blue, ladybugs for red, and you can play with 4 players. There's a yellow deck and a green deck as well. So now, once everyone has their deck, there is a central deck here that doesn't belong to anyone. And this is the deck we're going to draw from to start our little pool of cards here. So what Lucas and I are going to do, we're going to draw 4 cards. That's our starting hand.
1, 2, 3, 4. And you can't show other people your cards.
Correct. So if you look at the cards here in the pool, they all have numbers on them. So this card here has a 3. So for this type of flower, you will need 3 cards to form the entire flower. For this flower, you need 6, 7 for the lotus, and 4 for the primrose. Now in your hand, the cards are very similar, except that in your hand, you have the number, but you also have the dragonfly symbol. And Lucas's cards have the ladybug symbol. So Lucas, what can we do on our turn? How many actions do we take?
Well, on each turn you can take up to 2 actions, and then you can draw back up to 4 cards.
Yeah, you always want to draw back up to 4 cards.
There's 3 actions you can do. You could play petal cards.
Alright, so playing petal cards, basically, if I'm going to say, you can play up to 2 cards. So I'm going to say, you know what, I'm going to play...
Unless if you get this
card here. And then if you notice, the cards have these little lines where you will place the next card. So then I'm going to play another card that's similar in petals. So right here, my first card has 1 dragonfly on it, and the second card has 2 dragonflies on it. So right now, I have control of this flower because I have a power of 3. So now if Lucas added cards to this, he can then take control of the flower by having more ladybugs than my dragonflies. Another way to do that as well is by playing what we call your guardians. That's another action you can do. So your guardians can give you more power. So you get 1 power for each guardian you have. And you start with 2, and there's a special power card that gives you a super guardian, which counts as 2 on its own. What's another action we could do, Lucas?
Well, before we go into actions, there's 3 upgrades like my dad just said. I already introduced one of them to you. First, there's Enlightened Path, which allows you to have 5 cards in your hand. Then there's Infinite
Instead of 4.
Growth, which allows you to put down 3 instead of 2. And then there's the Elder Guardian, which basically, well, I'll introduce him later once I talk about Guardians.
Well, we just spoke about Guardians. So the Elder Guardian, like we said, is worth 2. Right,
instead of 1.
So I played my 2 cards, and now it's Lucas's turn. So Lucas can either play 2 cards from his hand, he can take cards from the pool,
or I could move a Guardian or exchange petal cards.
Yeah, if you don't like your cards, you can take cards, put them underneath your deck, and take the top 2.
You can only do 2.
So go ahead, Lucas. Oh wait, that was playing these 2 cards was my first turn. I get 2. My first action, excuse me. So I now get my another action per turn. So I am going to. Let's see. I'm going to start another flower over here. So I'm starting a little cherry blossom over here. And I will now draw back up to 4. And now it's Lucas's turn.
So now I'm gonna take. Wait, no, I can't. Aww. But I'm gonna place down. This.
Okay, so Lucas added one of his cards. If you notice, his cards has the ladybug symbol.
And this.
And he wants to place a ladybug card, symbol card here.
Next, for my second action, I'm gonna take this card.
But that's not your second action. You could always draw up and you still have one more action.
I know. And I'm gonna take that card.
So you have one more action, bud.
I'm gonna do this and this.
Alright, so now Lucas started the primrose, and he has control of it because he has 2 ladybugs on it. I have nothing on it. So now it's back to me. So,
Oh,
let's see.
forgot to.
Oh, so yeah, you got to repopulate the pool, make sure it's up to 4. So I am going to add another leaf here. Excuse me, another petal, not another leaf. I apologize. And I will add a leaf over here to the primrose. So now I'm going to draw back up to, let's see, and I will take one off my deck.
Oh, I forgot to do this last time.
Yep. And for my second action, I'm going to place a card here and place another card on this one. And I'll draw back up. Now, both these flowers are 1 petal away from being completed. So then whoever completes it gets to take the cards because the cards are worth points at the end of the game. But whoever has more control of the card, once it's completed, can either have a choice of getting 5 victory points, which are represented by these tokens here, or you could don't take the 5 victory points and choose to grab one of the superpowers. So Lucas, it's your turn.
Well, to start off, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna place my little guy down here.
The little guy, what's his name?
Ladybug John.
No, but the guardian, not the
Yes.
little guy. So that gives Lucas 1 more power on that card. So right now, I'm leading 3-2 of control of that flower.
I'm gonna take this one.
All right, so Lucas completed the primrose.
And then I'm also going to complete that.
All right, so Lucas completed the primrose, and so he has more control. So he gets 5 points or power, and he gets all the cards for scoring at the end. So Lucas, what would you like? 5 points or one of the powers?
Infinite growth.
Okay, so he's going to bypass this. He gets these cards, and he puts them aside, face up. And at the end, he counts those as points. And his first action was to place the guardian. Now his second action was to place 2 cards. So he placed one for the primrose, and he's about to complete.
We're tied up. So we both get one for that.
So he has 1, 2, 3, including the guardian. I have 1, 2, 3. So he completed it. So he gets the cards, excuse me.
And we both get either 5 points or 1.
Right. So since we both tied, we both either get 5 points or the power. So.
And our draw.
So I'm going to take. I'm going to take the 5 points. Lucas, what are you going to do?
I'm going to get a light path.
Oh, you took another power. All right.
A pair of.
So now it's my turn, and on my first turn, I'm going to play these 2 cards for the Lotus flower. I love how they, as you put the cards down, they start to actually form the flower on the table. It's very pretty. And I will take these 2 And for my second action, I am going to complete the cherry blossom. I have the control, so I get the cards and a choice of points or power. And I'm going to take points again.
Daddy, I just have one little question.
What's up, bud?
Just for the viewers, but I already know the answer. When is like the last round or the end of the game trigger?
The last round is triggered
When you either run out of these,
the community pool
or
cards.
somebody runs out of one of their decks.
Correct. So, and then I get to place one more card there. And I will now draw a card and then draw back up to 4. And it's Lucas's turn.
Well, I'm gonna do a little of this. So first, I'm gonna place down. Oops. Little, Place down 1, 2, and then I'm gonna start the separate flowers.
Alright, so he's putting some more petals on the lotus. And he started an iris over here. You have one more action, bud.
And then next, I'm gonna do this. All I need is just one control.
Wow. So he completed this flower as well. So Lucas, 5 points or power?
Power.
Alright, so Lucas has all 3 powers, excuse me.
And I get a redraw.
And he gets to draw, you draw up to 5.
Oh no, we're getting loose.
Alright.
Only 4.
So this is the last hand we're gonna play, and then we'll talk about our final thoughts. We're not gonna finish the game. Because we are going on a little bit long here. So
well, we actually will finish the game because there's only 4 left.
So that completes the lotus. And I have the... No, are we tied? Oh wait, we're tied. So we both get...
I get
the
5,
cards.
and I get 5.
And he gets a 5, and I'll take a 5 as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's Lotus. We're not going to finish up. We're going to jump now to our final thoughts on the game, and we'll see you in a few seconds. Welcome back, everybody. So, that was Lotus. Lucas, what are your thoughts about this game?
I have one good one and one bad one.
All right, tell them, not me.
First, I like how we're supposed to put basically flowers together, and I just love these 2 little ladybugs.
Okay, what else? So you said that's your good.
And then
Your bad?
My bad is that the game goes throughout really quickly.
Well, I wouldn't call that a bad because
I like it when I can enjoy the little ladybugs.
Well, the good thing about Lotus, it does go by quick, but you can actually play more than one game in a sitting. It's a very good game. You could easily play 2 to 3 games of this really quick. And it goes fast because we are playing just one-on-one. But when we have 4 players, obviously it's going to take a little bit longer. I really like the game. I just think it's one of the more beautiful games that we have. And I just like the effect of the flowers popping up on your table. It's really, really cool. And it's a really cool design how they did that.
I have one more thing I actually like. You see that these all flowers are the same, but all their backgrounds aren't.
Yeah,
I like the backgrounds and also the petals.
Yeah, it's cool because if you put the cards together,
it kind of looks like, I would say City Park, kind of.
Like what Lucas is trying to say is that they form like a picture. The background forms a picture, and then the backgrounds are all different. So Lucas, on a scale of 1 to 10 lotus flowers, what do you give Lotus?
Well, actually, for myself, I would count it as ladybugs.
All right, 1 to 10 ladybugs.
I would rate it 7 ladybugs.
Just 7? Okay. I'll give this game 8 dragonflies. I really like it. Simple, easy to teach, easy to learn, easy to put out and clean up, and it's a really, really good filler game to play in between your bigger games. And like I said, it's beautiful. So that's Lotus. And there's a ladybug on top of the box. All right, YouTube. So, join us back next time when we review another game. So for the Valera boys, I'm Oscar.
And I'm Lucas. And these are the Dragonfly and Ladybug.
See you next time.